Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we actually have a bit of news to talk about today. We have news to talk about for Road King, the game. We have a little bit of news for the game Busbound, and we have a tiny little bit of news for On the Road in case anybody is interested for that. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? All right, so this is from the Traction GG website. Hands-on Road Kings has its sight set on American Truck Simulator. From the developers behind SnowRunner, Expeditions, and Roadcraft, Road Kings lets you live the life of a truck driver in the American South. The Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator games have dominated the trucking simulator for years and have remained largely unchallenged until now. Enter Road Kings, a surprise new truck driving simulator from Saber Interactive, the makers of SnowRunner, Expeditions, the Mudrunner game, and Roadcraft. So it looks like these guys got a hand-on first look at the game. I'm not sure if anybody else did. I'm sure they probably did. There's probably an NDA agreement. That's where we haven't seen any YouTube content for it yet or anything like that. So we're going to dive right in and talk about what are some of the most interesting things that are in this article. So the first being this here. During a hands-on preview at Gamescom, we played Road Kings oh my god. I'm having a hell of a time reading today, guys. I do apologize. We played Road Kings on an elaborate Hori setup. With a full-size steering wheel, a shifter with up to 18 gears, and a control system with dozens of buttons, we were fully immersed in the trucking world. So this is good news for the PC gamers because it looks like it's going to work with all of your existing peripherals that you have that works on ETS2 and ATS. I'm not going to say it's bad news for console players because we know what we have, right? I mean, if you're on console and you've played on console for any amount of time, then you know we're limited. There's not a lot of peripherals you could put on console in the way of like shifters and like split range devices, button boxes, things like that. We're just not allowed to have them on console. It's not anything new. It's something that, like I said, if you're a console player, then you know what's up with that. A perfect storm. Navigating challenging conditions is a staple of Saber's simulation games like SnowRunner. But here, it's noticeably more cinematic. In the first story act of the demo, we returned home from our first day of work at a logistics company. Along the way, we encountered a raging storm on the highway with torrential rain and tornadoes ravaging the city. It was an impressive showcase of Road King's impressive dynamic weather effects. Saber tells us that Road Kings aims to replicate scenarios that real truck drivers encounter, though the extreme weather seemed over the top. As we dodged rolling cars and crossed collapsing bridges, the scenario played like a dramatic action set piece from a Roland Emmerich disaster film. It's a contrast to Road King's more grounded delivery missions. So it kind of sounds like this isn't something that's going to be widely used in the game. It does seem like it might just be for a scenario here or there, which I'm fine with. And again, realistically, you're not going to drive into a tornado if you're driving a truck. I mean, we have enough weather technology in place where we tune into our radios. Like, they usually have weather radios for these situations that, you wouldn't be doing this. I guess you could be caught off guard. Obviously, that can happen. But like I said, realistically, you wouldn't purposely drive into weather like this. I mean, this picture here says it all. This is insane. I mean, if this is you, how the hell are you getting across this? This bridge is just done for, absolutely done for. But you know what, guys? This is proof that this is not competition for ATS and ETS2. Stuff like this, you're not going to find in the SCS titles. So that actually makes me happy because I don't want to copy and paste. At one time I probably did before we had those games on console, but ETS2 and ATS, they're confirmed. They're coming to console, so we're going to get the good, more realistic truck simulators. This game, I feel, is coming at a perfect time to give us more options, right? I mean, options are good. Like, I don't I don't get the people that are like, well, I'll only play one trucking game. Really? Because I'm gonna buy all of them. I'm gonna have all of them. Not just because I'm a YouTuber. I enjoy trucking games, and I like good trucking games. I absolutely love SnowRunner. It's one of my all-time favorite games. The fact that the same team behind that is behind this. Um, yeah, I'm totally thrilled about that. I literally think this looks like a completely different type of game than we're used to in ATS. And to continue that, after surviving the storm, time skips forward to a point where we have left the logistics company and we're out on our own. Exploring the town looking for jobs. Using a GPS, you have to find a job, accept it, and set a route before driving to a location to pick it up. Each job has a star rating. If your reputation is too low, you cannot accept a job below your star rating. Once you reach the destination, you then have to park up and attach the payload for delivery, earning a higher reputation if you park accurately. So, again, absolutely awesome to hear this. Parking accurately, that's something that should be in every trucking game, right? We have trucks and logistics where basically you got the highlighted area to park. You just park in there, right? You just pull the truck in there, and that's it. Job over. You don't have to back it in. You don't have to park it a specific way. So the fact that we have to park accurately, that's fantastic. I mean, this is ticking all the boxes that I was hoping that it would tick. On the surface, Road Kings plays like a traditional truck simulator. Transporting jobs, which play like fetch quests, can be stacked, allowing you to pick up two deliveries from the same location and drop them off in order. I mean, this is something that's not even in the SCS titles, right? ATS, ATS2 don't have these yet, and it's one of the things that I do criticize about those games because if you're going to have a realistic truck simulator, which those are supposed to be, how do you not have multiple stops? I really don't understand it. I mean, like, places like Walmart, like big distribution centers and stuff for stores, you'll fill up your trailer and you'll make 8, 9, 10 stops a day. You know what I mean? You're not just bringing one, bring it to the other one. And then there's a lot of drop and hook. So, like, if you're a Walmart employee, you may have to bring a truck from one distribution center to another. Then you drop that there, pick up another one, and then you go. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways of trucking that aren't necessarily portrayed in ATS and ETS2. On the road, oddly enough, does have multiple stops, and you can pick up from multiple jobs. You can pick up from 3 or 4 places until your trailer is full, and then you can drop them off in different locations. So it's good to see that they're bringing that into this game. I'm hoping you can pick up more than 2 deliveries. I'm hoping that is just something kind of that was in the demo and in the main game that you will be able to pick up however many it takes to load up your truck. After completing a job, clients will give you a star rating. If you have a higher star rating, you may get away with more errors. As you start as a rookie driver in a beater truck, you'll also encounter rivals who want to steal your jobs. Breaking traffic laws, such as running red lights or exceeding the speed limit, is discouraged and can harm your reputation with the police. I'm really hoping there is a police element in the game. I don't know how that would work because obviously then you'll have people trying to play outrun with the cops, but I mean, that could be fun in itself, couldn't it? I would absolutely love to see real police in the game, like real police cars, where they actually pull you over, and they pull you over, and if you pull over, maybe there's a little cutscene or something saying, "Hey, you were caught speeding, or you went through a red light. Here's a ticket." I think that would be really awesome to add to the game, but I highly doubt we'll see something like that. Life on the road. But what sets Road Kings apart from other truck games is how it simulates the work life of real truck drivers. In keeping with real world limits, you must manage your time carefully and take mandatory breaks. A timer on the HUD indicates your hours of service and when you need to make sleep stops. Now, this is in ETS2 and ATS. It's an option you could turn on and off, which personally I enjoy because for making content, having the fatigue on is a little bit of a pain in the ass. So it looks like in this game they've added that, which makes sense. I mean, it's part of trucking. Um, we don't know. We'll have to see how it works. In ATS, it just works weird because sometimes you just can't plan it. No matter how much you think you could plan it, you still end up late to delivering. So I usually just shut it off. But I hope they manage to do it in a way where it's not as tricky as it is in the SCS titles. As with real-world truck driving laws, your shift can't exceed 14 in-game hours. Going over your time allowance can result in a fine. Likewise, you can also get fined if your truck's payload is too heavy when visiting weighing stations. I wonder how far they'll go with that. Like, I wonder if after a while, maybe you can lose your license or something. Maybe they could put in a permadeath mode kind of thing where if you break too many laws, you lose your license and that's it. Game over. You got to start over again. You have to start the game brand new. I think that would be a cool feature to add to the game. Mercifully, the lifestyle element seems less grating than the dismal Alaskan road truckers where you have to make stops to eat. The stops to eat didn't really bother me. I thought that was rather fun. Driving with heavier payloads affects your truck's handling, resulting in longer braking distances and making us more likely to make mistakes. If you run over a pothole with a full load, you can even get a tire puncture. Damage to components like the brake pads can be monitored, though turning on the engine brake can help reduce wear on the brakes. So engine brakes are confirmed in the game. That is awesome. Sorry, guys. I keep having an itchy nose here. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like this game is going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually getting pretty hyped for it. I like SnowRunner. I like the devs. I think they do a good job. I have a lot of faith in them. I have more faith in them than, say, like Aerosoft or someone like that. While our hands-on time was limited, the gameplay loop of taking on jobs and managing your time was engrossing. And we're intrigued to see how the campaign pans out. The campaign is expected to last around 10 hours, but there's no limit on the number of jobs you can complete. So this is the other thing that I'm kind of curious about it. It says the campaign lasts around 10 hours, which that's not very long at all. There's no limit on the number of jobs you can complete. How boring is it going to get, though, after the campaign is done? Are there a lot of different freight you can load? And again, with the map is North Florida and South Georgia, so it's not going to be that large of a map to begin with. So I just don't know what the replayability will be once you complete that 10 hours of campaign. Now, they did say in the Discord on their FAQ that they will probably expand this in the future. They'll expand the map. They'll expand the jobs and stuff. So, I mean, with the weather and stuff that they have in it, it would be interesting to expand the map. I mean, imagine hauling in the north and going through blizzards and ice storms and stuff like that. Maybe going through California and seeing wildfires and earthquakes. I mean, the possibilities are really endless. With the release plan for PlayStation Xbox, there's a sense that Saber was banking on Road King's filling American Truck Simulator's void on consoles. It's unfortunate then that SCS Software made the surprise announcement that both American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator are heading to consoles, although neither has a release date. I don't think it's unfortunate. I don't think it's going to hurt either game. I think there's a place for both of these games. We also have the Truck World Australia that's supposed to come out at some point. They're still working on. I think there's room enough for that game as well. I think that these games are different enough from each other that they can coexist and we can enjoy all of them for different reasons. As a result, the race is on for Road Kings to hit console before American Truck Simulator. While it has a smaller scope, Road Kings looks like a worthy challenger from our brief hands-on, offering a compelling new take on truck driving simulations. Road King is slated for release in 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. A closed beta is also planned in the coming months. You can register your interest on Focus Entertainment website, which I did do. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting because I feel like ETS2 and ATS could have a date announced anytime. We could see those games before the end of the year. Maybe not. I don't know. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I really think after reading all of this that this game offers different things than the SCS titles, and I think that they can coexist. All right. Enough on that now. Now we have to get on to the next thing, and that is Busbound. All right, so PlayStation, they put this video up earlier today. This is the gameplay reveal trailer for Busbound. Now, this is from Still Alive Studios. They are the same developer. I wanted to say Slightly Mad. Slightly Mad. What is Slightly Mad? Oh, Slightly Mad does the Project Cars. They did the Project Cars game. That's what it is. So this is Still Alive. These are the guys that did Bus Simulator, like up until the next game comes out. They were the ones that did the Bus Simulator series, and I did see this already, and it's similar to the older Bus Simulator games. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to have this muted because I don't know if I'll get copyright strike for the music. So we'll take the music off it. I will play it, and I'll kind of just talk around it and tell you guys what I think. Saber is still alive. So we got a picture of the city here. Looks American, fictional American. We got a garbage truck with some nice reflections going off it. Traffic looks good. I mean, this all looks good. A city full of life. That's good. I've always felt the Bus Simulator games did a really good job of making the city come to life. We had like a playground there. You know, I mean, this is looking a small bus. This is the first time we've seen a small bus like that in any of these games. So that's pretty interesting, aside from like Fern Bus and them. So it'll be cool to see that. This here, hold on. Let me just back this up a little bit. All of this looks very reminiscent of Bus Simulator, of a Bus Simulator game. So I'm really interested to see what the new Bus Simulator game is going to look like. And this is another interesting point. Let me just bring that back. Shape the city. So as you can see, there's nothing here. And then all of a sudden, we got like this dinosaur here. Looks like maybe they put it in a museum. So the city is going to change as we play. That's fantastic. I mean, I like that a lot. This looks really good, guys. Really good. But yeah, we got a bike in front of the bus. I wonder if that's something that like you'll see the passengers put on the bus. That would be really cool. Yeah, I think it looks good. We got a soccer ball over there. We got just people everywhere. I mean, yeah, this looks like it's coming along really nicely. Again, you know, the Still Alive, they do more of a kind of an arcadey kind of game, which is I'm absolutely fine with. Their Bus Simulator 18, I love that game. I had so much fun with that game. Bus Simulator 21 was a bit of a mess. I didn't enjoy it as much as 18. I have high hopes for this one. I'm hoping this is going to be good. Again, Saber, man. Saber's crushing it, right? SnowRunner, Expeditions, Roadcraft, Road Kings is coming out. Now they're doing this. Saber also is working on like a shipyard simulator game that's going to be coming out. I mean, Saber is absolutely crushing it right now. And I think it's just probably the best time, I think, is coming to be a console gamer who enjoys sim titles. It just seems that way because we have Bus Simulator 27, who, you know, I'm skeptical about that. You know my feelings on SimTeract. We have the bus is supposed to come out. I'm very skeptical about that. Another Aerosoft TML title, although TML has never actually developed a game for console, so this will be the first time that they handle the actual developing for console. We have Busbound. I'm excited about this one. I'm glad to see Still Alive is still working on bus games, and I'm just really interested to see what they do with Saber. You know, then we got the trucking games, and man, it's just it's a good time to be a sim gamer on console. So we have one more little bit of news that I want to go over with you guys really quick here. Okay, so right here we're in the Heavy Cargo and On the Road Discord, and they posted this today. Hey, On the Road, the Truck Simulator fans, today you get a first impression of the upcoming graphics update for On the Road, this time in the form of a YouTube video. We hope you enjoy watching it. Now, they could have just done a video, like a couple-minute video showing off the graphics, maybe showing before and afters, but this is like a 22-minute video with Falk, the community manager, on his face cam talking, It's all in German, so I have no idea what he's saying. I don't speak German. I will leave a link to this below. You guys can check it out if you guys speak German. Kind of let me know in the comments. Just a quick little rundown of what he was talking about. I did watch some of the video. I did see the graphics. The graphics do look like there's an improvement. There's none of that like fog anymore. Of course, I don't know what he's playing on. If he's playing on console, it looks a lot better. If he's playing on PC, then I think on PC they never really had that fog, and you know, it's Unity. It's not the greatest, but it's nice to know they're still working on it. If they can get the graphics looking better, and incidentally, this is supposed to bring the graphics up to like the heavy cargo standards. So if you guys have seen my heavy cargo videos on PS5, the graphics with that's what these are supposed to look like. They're going to be more similar to that. So if you're a fan of On the Road, pretty exciting news. When this gets the update, I will definitely show it on the channel and see what it's all about. All right, guys. So that is it. That is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think about all the little bit of news I shared with you today. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.